Alright, so we're going to start lesson 5. Our favorite slip, roll, and slide. That's right, that's going to be a little bit here in lesson 5. So, this may not be the best timeline in the world to do this on, but I'm going to do my best to display those things for you. Okay, here we go. So, how can we display a list of markers that are in a sequence? Well, that's very easy. So if we went through here, made a bunch of markers, okay, how do we display them? Real simple. Right click on this gray area here in the timeline and there they are. Markers 1 through 6. Okay? So just let me zoom in. Doesn't matter, anywhere on this gray timeline ruler, and we can go down here and it'll show us the markers. And remember, all you got to do is click on one and it'll take you right to it. Alright? Very good. Excuse me. So if I want to change the timeline settings of an active sequence, where would I go? Well, that's easy. Sequence and then settings. We're right there. Okay? Very, very simple. Go up to sequence and then it's in settings. That's how I change sequence settings. Sequence and settings. Alright, so now let's take a look at what 2 edit points does our slip tool adjust. Okay, so we want to activate the slip tool, and the slip tool is right there. That's S, remember? Let me zoom in. That's our slip tool. So I'm going to activate it. Now we're looking for what 2 edit points does our slip tool adjust. Well, let's go back over here. This is a pretty good little clip area here. So what it does is it takes it and the slip tool adjusts the in point and out point of one clip. Right? So if I take this slip tool, it takes the content is the same, but adjusts the in and out point of one clip. So the slip tool really is just to adjust within a clip itself. Okay, very good. Very nice, very simple. I think that's easy. Alright, so which 2 sets of shortcut keys will allow you to adjust edit points one frame at a time? Well, that's our good friends again, the angle brackets or the angle and the bracket keys. Alright, so if we have the slip tool active down here and we highlight it, then we can just do the angle and or the bracket keys. Alright, no problem. Okay, so let's take a look up here. What 2 edit points does the roll tool adjust? Well, let's activate that roll tool and we'll zoom in. I'll back out so you can see that the roll tool is right there. R is the keyboard shortcut for that. And if I click and I start to roll, now what's it doing? It's adjusting the out point of one clip and the in point of the next, right? So the roll tool adjusts one clip's out point and the adjacent clip's in point. So there you see it. The out point and the in point, it adjusts it. There you go. That's your roll tool in a nutshell. Now remember, we've already gone over a lot of this, but I just want to make sure that you're familiar here. Okay, so the next thing, let's take a look at how do you adjust one track of a linked clip. Okay, so how do we adjust one track of a linked clip? Okay, well, all we have to do is turn off the linked selection or hold down Option before clicking the track. So if I hold down Option and then I click, look at that. All of a sudden I'm not linked anymore to that video. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, but so that's the adjusting one track of a linked clip. Very simple. So how many clicks are affected when we apply the slide tool? Okay, well, 3, right? Should be 3. 3 clips are affected when we apply the slide tool. That's easy to remember. Okay, the position of the middle of the clip and the durations of the adjacent clip. So it's the position of the middle clip and then the adjacent to the others. Of course, that's a bad one to pick because I don't have a clip on the opposite side of that one. So, okay. Now, is extending 2 edit points most similar to rolling, slipping, or sliding? So if I'm extending 2 edit points, what's it like? Well, if I extend 2 edit points, it's going to be more like closest to rolling. Okay? So just remember that. It's closest to rolling. Okay? So we talked a little bit about that before. Okay. So what modifier key is essential to reposition a clip in a sequence without overriding any other material? Well, option key. So what you want to do, excuse me, the option key is used to shuffle a clip and ripple all other clips in a sequence, right? So you got to make sure to use the option key. All right. Well, what does option dragging a clip do? Well, option dragging a clip creates a copy of a sequence clip and repositions it in a different location, leaving the original clip the same. So, just if I come in here, zoom in here in the very last, let me park the playhead down here at the end, do option plus, and come in here and look at this slug. So if I just hold down option, click and drag, there you go. That's all it does. Very, very simple. Okay. So what happens if you go out of sync somewhere? What happens? What do you do? I don't know. What happens? Well, it's not bad. Don't freak out. It's all good. So if I move this clip down and let's move it up here, adjust it, now we're out of sync. We're way out of sync, right? That's pretty funny. So all we have to do is remember, control click the red area here. We control click the red area and we can have 3 options. We can move into sync, slip into sync, or move others into sync, or slip others into sync. Alright? We can move it into sync and it moves it right back, right where it needs to go. Okay? Or you can always hit Command Z to undo. Okay? So there is lesson 5 in a nutshell. We'll be back with 6 right after this.